For you, man. Hope you guys are having an amazing one today. Up in this video, we are going to talk about something that can help y'all if you're dealing with a place right now where you are struggling with something and you don't know exactly what you should do about that thing. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit hard. It's a little bit like, okay, like what am I actually supposed to do? God, help me. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know how this is. I don't like this. This is very uncomfortable. Please get me out of this. And then you kind of just spiral from there and you go down and down and down. And we don't like that. That's not very good, and that's not really going to help us. So here's a different way of thinking about it that I've learned from this dude that has coached and that has been a meditation coach for Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. And also just a little bit of some of my experiences with this. Because a lot of times we don't really want to accept certain things. It's like we get very uncomfortable. We get into this struggle where it's like, oh, this freaking sucks. This absolutely sucks. I don't want to be here right now. And I want to get just anywhere else besides this feeling right now and what this is. And it's disgusting. It's nasty. And you just want to rip it outside of yourself and go back to that place. Especially when you start to get into Christ. When you start to get into God, you realize you have the peace, the hope, and the joy, and the love. And it becomes hard to put yourself into uncomfortable situations because it's like anything that is pulling you out of that, and it sucks. But what I realized is that it can actually get you deeper into the presence of God, and it is amazing once you start to put that perspective on it. So something that the meditation coach for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, what he actually said is that we always should start from a place of accepting what is, not in denial constantly of our feelings, of our emotions, anything like that, of what you're currently feeling in that moment, or the struggle and the uncomfortableness. He says first, we got to start with accepting what is, and then going and creating hope from that. Accept what is and creating hope from that and going from there. So for us, it's going and accepting the current situation that you're in, the current moment that you're in, and knowing that God is going to be with you there as much as anything else. And he's going to continue to get you and bring you to a place that's going to help you prosper. He wants the best for you. He has plans to prosper you, not to harm you. And once you're able to do that, you're able to accept your current situation. Not saying that it needs to pull you out of that feeling, out of that struggle, out of that uncomfortableness, but knowing that you can accept where you currently are right now, and you can continue to move from there. Even with that struggle, even with that uncomfortableness, even with the tension that is still on your body, you can continue to move. Do you understand how powerful that is right there? You can continue to move even being uncomfortable. Because for me, this was very hard when I would be in like a situation. I would like go out, and I even realized it just this recently. Like I would go out and somebody says something and it creates something in my mind where I start overthinking, or I start like, it gets into like an insecurity or something like that. And it's deep in that freaking trench. And I'm like, oh, damn, I don't like that. I wish I could be just the free, open, not overthinking, not having to think about that before I was thinking about that. I wish I could go back to that and I could just be in that place at all times. But because I'm there and I'm realizing, okay, I've done this before and God is with me. Realizing that we can cast all of our burdens onto him and he will sustain thee, knowing that we don't need to not feel uncomfortable, we don't need to not feel anxious, but we can continue to move knowing that he's going to be with us and he's going to continue to be with us throughout everything. That creates the hope, knowing that God is there with us and he's going to make good out of this situation. It's like I've been in places before where I've gotten like no sleep, and I've gotten like really poop sleep, and I got to go somewhere and like hang out with some people that I'm really like, you know, you want to make a good impression on them, whether that's your girlfriend's family, whether that's anybody else. Like you're trying to make a good impression, and you, like me, I'm really picky about my sleep. So when I don't get my sleep, it's really hard for me. But this has been something so powerful because I remember this one time I didn't get no freaking sleep. I'm upset, I'm angry. Me and my girlfriend are kind of going back and forth about something, and it sucks. But I'm like, I get that verse right there for cast all your burdens onto him and he will sustain you. And I go with barely any sleep. I got to drive 3 hours and I'm still able to be there and to just allow it to be. And it actually ends up getting me into the flow state and being able to allow me to just let go and be able to have a great time there. Now this happened recently again at another time, and it's another situation where there's other obstacles that come up in the moment where beforehand you're feeling great, you're feeling amazing, and when you're feeling that, it's a lot easier to be able to just let go. But when you have these mental barriers that are coming up, the obstacles that are coming up, all of a sudden it's like chains that are kind of pulling you down. But the actual way that I found to release the chains is not to get so anxious about trying to release them before you go into there, or in the moment trying to release the chains, but accepting them and realizing, okay, I can still continue to move. I'm going to be in this moment. I'm going to accept what is and allow God to be here with me, and that's going to create the hope, and the hope actually ends up getting you into the damn flow state in those moments. Y'all understand that? It is so powerful because you stop You stop denying what currently is, and you allow yourself to be in that moment. So allowing experience of that to create hope also, which means, because that's a scripture that I learned about, which means when you get into that situation and you're allowed, like, you know, you're in your mind, you know, you're in your thoughts, and it's hard, it's tough, you don't know if you could get through it, but you allow yourself to say, Lord, I'm trusting you, I'm going to try to trust you here, I'm going to get through this as best I can. When you do that and you see how you got through it, how he brings you through it, you start seeing not only how he brought you through it, but there's also little moments in there where he actually helps you, and you could tell that he's there with you. Because there was one time, this is actually freaking hilarious, y'all might laugh at this, but there was this one time I was going out with my girlfriend's family, and it was a time where I was like still insecure about, like, I wanted my hair to be like good or whatever. And there was a time where it had grown out super long. I didn't get a chance to get a haircut. We're going over there to a graduation for her family and for her sister. And then, oh no, for somebody, I forgot, it was one of her brothers. We go over there and, you know, I'm wearing like a hat or whatever because I didn't get a chance to cut my hair and I didn't fix it, nothing like that. And I'm going out there and we go, and I'm just reminding myself, like, to just trust God that he's going to be there. I had just looked up a verse before that told and said that God is going to be at your right hand when you go into these places. Like, don't even worry about it because he's going to be with you when you go. And it ends up being that we go, me and my girlfriend are there, and her and her family her family is sitting up at the front, and then we end up getting there a little bit later, and we show up and we end up having to sit a little bit at the back before we're able to go down because they're about to do the national anthem. And in the national anthem, you gotta freaking take your hats off. And I just remember being there and thinking, like, holy schmoly, I am glad that we are up here, because I would have been absolutely in the trenches in there, because it would have called out that insecurity, and it would have been hard for me. And I know it's funny. It seems like something so stupid. Like, why are you gonna worry about that? Who cares? It's like they love you. It'd be like that. But for me, it's just like that's what my mind was doing. And I know if my mind is struggling with that, I know you guys are struggling with that too. But knowing that God is going to be there. Now that I'm even calling on that right now, and that experience is creating hope for the future, knowing that happens, that will continue to happen. And for me, I saw it continue to happen over and over, where it's just like, I'm struggling, Lord, I need you here. And then just something where I'll be in my head, something's going on, but he has like a little anchor of peace within there, whether it's somebody that is able to come and help me in that moment, whether it's just like a situation where little things here and there will happen. Y'all probably have seen it before, but little things here and there will happen that help me in those moments. Damn, there's a loud damn freaking plane. But stuff like that, it's so powerful to continue to move, to continue to do things every single day. Oh, it's a helicopter. But I think it's just so powerful for us to, you know, accept what is and to continue to go into it. And that's how he's talking about it, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant's meditation codes, how that actually helps you get in that flow when you're accepting what is and those feelings. And I hope that that's powerful for you guys today, man, because I know you might be dealing with some struggles, some things like that, and you don't know how to go about it. Just know that you can accept it and that you can allow the Lord to be your hope today. And that's going to continue to get you into the flow. And you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to feel perfectly. You can continue to get into a deeper and deeper flow by trusting the Lord every single day. Love you guys very much, man. Hope you guys have an amazing one. Talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.